1856, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially. Like our remarkable checking and Duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's another great fall Saturday in Oregon. Friends, family, and football. Let's keep it great by making a game plan for getting everyone home safely. If you're drinking, take a quick time out and pass the keys to someone who's not. By designating a responsible driver, you'll make sure the whole team gets to keep playing. Because no day like this should end with a tragic loss for any family. Let's be in it to win it by saving lives together. Drive sober. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT.
Final segment of the Coors Light pregame show. Getting ready for the Safeway starting lineups. Troy, the Trojans, visiting the Ducks. Sum it up for us. We've talked a lot about keys to the game so far, Luke. What do you think? Keys tonight?
Well, for Troy, they're going to have their hands full, and they're going to have to stop Oregon in defensive transition and make it a half-court game. Slow the game down a little bit. Oregon's so explosive in transition. And for the Ducks, I think getting to know what a good shot is that Coach Altman wants, a little bit of progression there, being patient, running through the offense as they continue to grow and learn one another's games and just take that next step. I think that's what Coach Altman is looking for in this game.
Well, here's to moving to 4-0. See if the Ducks can do it against a pesky Trojans team coming to town here at Matthew Knight Arena. Your Safeway starting lineups, our national anthem coming, and the U.S. Bank tip-off as Oregon hosts Troy here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Before halftime beers turned into a tough nail biter, and before cheering for opposing teams turned into unexpected friendships, someone had to bring the six-pack of Kona Big Wave. Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri, 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. This is the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Been very impressed with the way they brought it.
Lobs it over the top to Biddle, and he finger rolls it in. Bartholomew racing up the floor, lays it in at the buzzer.
I wanted to be pushed to an extreme that nobody ever has pushed me to, and I wanted to win.
Driving baseline left side, reverse, lay-in is good. Throws it to Shellsted, lays it in. What a take from Bam Tracy. Bounce pass. Evans slams in transition.
They're focused. There's a sense of urgency.
Oregon wins.
It's time for Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Today's game is brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks. Les Schwab Tire Centers, doing the right thing since 1952. McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app today and earn free food with every purchase. And score a cheeseburger pack for $14.99 every Ducks basketball game day. Pepsi and Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks. Drink Pepsi. Coors Light. Choose chill. By OCCU, the credit union that gives you more. By U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of Oregon Athletics. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. And by Pacific Source Health Plans. Doing what's right, not just what's required. Now let's go back to courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Thank you as we welcome you back inside Matthew Knight Arena. Time for our national anthem as we close in on the Safeway starting lineups and the U.S. Bank tip-off. Marissa Margolis performing tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Marissa Margolis performing our national anthem here on Kilkenny floor. University of Oregon ROTC holding the flag at the free throw line near the Oregon bench, and now removing the flag from the court here deep in the woods, as we say, at Matthew Knight Arena. Great national anthem performance from Marissa Margolis. Now time for our Safeway starting lineups as Don Essig's back on PA. Glad to hear Don back. Was a little bit sick over the last couple weeks, and he's back with us. First from Troy, your Safeway starting lineup.
Number 1, Thomas Dowd. At forward, the 6'6" sophomore from Fort Worth, Texas, Miles Rigsby. At forward, 6'8" junior from Missouri City, Texas, number 15, Jackson Fields. At one guard, 6'3" junior from Fort Worth, number 2, Marcus Rigsby Jr. And at guard, the 6'3" senior from Burleson, Texas, number 12, Tayton Connerway. The head coach of the Trojans in his 6th year, Scott Cross.
Here's your Safeway starting lineup for the Troy Trojans. The same starters that Troy has started in all 3 games so far this season. 2-1. They're coming off a game against Arkansas where they did push the then-ranked number 18 team in the country. It was a 65-49 win for Arkansas. The Trojans beat Toledo 84-74 and New Orleans 78-61 earlier this year. Preseason picked 3rd in the Sun Belt Conference. If it wasn't for Arkansas hitting 10 threes in that game, Trojans might have pulled off a big upset. That's how dangerous this team can be.
Lots of players coming back. They returned 12 players, 9 players that had at least one start. So there's a lot of experience coming back, and Rigsby is tough. Oregon's going to have to limit his ability to get into the paint here today.
Safeway starting lineup for the Ducks, back to Don Essig.
Now the starters for the home team, the Big Green, Lightning Yellow Ducks of Oregon. At forward, 6'9", the senior from San Diego, number 21, Brandon Angel. At center, 7-foot senior from Central Point, number 32, Nate Biddle. At one guard, the 6'5" senior from Fort Myers, Florida, number 2, Jadrian Tracy. At guard, the 6'5" senior from the Bronx, number 5, T.J. Bamba. And at guard, the 6-foot sophomore from West Lynn, number 3, Jackson Shelstad. Assistant coaches, Josh Jamison, Lewis Rowe, Brian Fish, Mike Meniga, Tony Stubblefield. In his 15th year, our head coach, Dana Altman. That's our Oregon Ducks.
Safeway starting lineup with Don Essig. Safeway, the official grocer of the Oregon Ducks. Oregon going Bam Tracy, Jackson Shelstad, TJ Bamba, Brandon Angel, and Nate Biddle against this Troy team that won 20 games a year ago. They bring back 12 players, as you alluded to, Luke, a team that knows what they want early in this season, which is maybe a bit rare in this era of college basketball with so many transfers. This is a team that returns a lot of guys that have played with each other a lot over the course of their careers.
It really is rare in the NIL era where players are constantly looking to the transfer portal, see, where the grass is a little bit greener. Oregon deciding to go a little bit smaller to match up with some of the quickness that Troy has. Bam Tracy, who played so well in that overtime win against Portland the other night.
Making his first start of the season. Bamba and Shelstad starting for the 4th time. Brandon Angel and Nate Biddle also for the 4th time, but KJ Evans will come off the bench here in this game today. Scott Brown, Rob Kuhneman, and Andy O'Brien are the officials assigned by the Big Ten Conference. And we're ready for tip-off, brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank, a proud sponsor of the Oregon Ducks. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. It's Biddle jumping against Jackson Fields inside the O here at Matthew Knight Arena. Jump ball tipped. 2 tips to Troy, and we're underway. The Trojans will set it up with Marcus Rigsby out of Fort Worth, Texas. Passing to the left wing. Thomas Dowd up top now to Connerway. Last year's Sun Belt 6th Man of the Year. Connerway down the right side, gets to the hole, misses a contested lay-in. Offensive rebound, Troy. Kick out. Rigsby thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Marcus Rigsby, that is. Now Troy sets it up to the left side. Marcus Rigsby Jr. to the free throw line. Jump shot. No. Rebound. A foul on the rebound. It'll go against the Trojans. Oregon will take possession for the first time. The whistle goes against Fields.
And that's what Oregon's got to keep Jackson Fields, who's so good at getting offensive rebounds off the glass early in this basketball game.
That's what Troy wants to do. They want to get to the offensive glass. Biddle up top for the Ducks. Bounces it to a Trojan defender. Miles Rigsby steals it. Ball tied up on the floor, kicked out of bounds. It will stay with the Trojans. TJ Bamba was the, in the football terminology, intended receiver on that pass from Nate Biddle, but had it stolen by Rigsby. And the Trojans, a team that takes chances defensively, forced a turnover early. Now they inbound to Thomas Dowd to the right wing. Miles Rigsby.
Oregon in the zone here.
It will be left wing, Rigsby Jr. Passing to the top. Fields lost the handle, able to get it back. Now it's Connerway inside and a travel. Thomas Dowd, too many steps in the key.
Altman looking at changing defensive looks early in this basketball game. Keep Troy off their feet.
No score a minute into the game. A little over a minute into the contest. Shellstad, help from a screen. Handoff to Tracy. Pass to Bamba. Swing right. Wing. Angel now inside to Tracy. Tracy under the basket. Tries to put up a shot. Has it knocked away. Rebound Troy off the miss. Rigsby was the defender, one of the two Rigsby brothers. As Connerway spins toward the basket for Troy. Kicking back out. Miles Rigsby. Dribbling between his legs against Tracy. Pass to Dowd. Fakes at the top to the elbow. Now spinning left block. Blocked by Biddle. Ducks take the ball the other way. Shellstad quickly. Bounce pass. Angel runs the floor and lays it in. Ducks lead 2-0.
Great pass there by Jackson Shellstad.
Ducks got out and ran. Something they'd like to do here today. Rigsby passes it to the top. Fields launches a three. Misses it off to the right badly. Off the backboard. Rebound Angel for the Ducks. Angel. Now Bamba, right wing for Oregon with a 2-0 lead. Bamba has it deflected. He ends up on the floor to keep the ball in Oregon's possession. Now Shellstad to Tracy. Left corner. Misses the 3-2 strong. Rebound Troy. Connerway pulls it down. Lob ahead. Ball grabbed and no good on the attempt from Fields. He grabbed it right block, couldn't score it.
What an athletic catch from Fields.
Shellstad quickly the other way to the right wing. Dribbling against the Troy defense. Shellstad, bounce pass inside to Biddle. Double team comes. Pass to Tracy, cut into the hole, and he lays it in. 4-0 Oregon.
That's a great read by Nathan Biddle, seeing he's being double teamed. Finding the cutter, going to the basket. Simple play and a finish.
Oregon by 4, 3 minutes into the game. Up top, Troy. Dowd passes to the right side, Rigsby. Thought about a three, doesn't take it with Angel defending it. Now launches over the top of Angel, an air ball out of bounds. Good D by Brandon Angel, hand in his face the whole way.
Several great defensive stands by Oregon and really good offensive execution on the other side of the court. Just haven't finished down low yet, but good early signs from this Oregon Ducks basketball team.
Troy starting 0 of 6, the Ducks 2 of 4. Shellstad passes it to Angel, cutting toward the basket. He's fouled by Dowd before the shot. That's the second on the Trojans, first on Dowd.
And you like to see Oregon drive into the basket in this game.
Bamba inbound to Biddle near the right elbow. Now Angel out to the left wing. Shellstad give to Tracy. Spinning toward the basket. Finds Biddle, right block, and lays it in. Good pass.
Great pass and finish. Just simple basketball.
Again, the help side defense came, and Duck made a pass out of the post.
They're doubling that post every single time, giving up a few inches on almost every player matchup.
Ducks up 6-0.
Another
Connerway
block.
Taking it toward the basket. Biddle blocks it, but the Trojans get the rebound. Thrown to the perimeter now, right wing. Dowd for three, no good. Rebound Shellstad. Looking to run. 6-0 Oregon. Shellstad pass to Bamba. Right corner triple. Too strong. Rebound Tracy. Tried to pass it. Deflected. Bamba grabs the deflection toward the bucket. He's fouled, left block, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Several winning plays here from Bam Tracy, earning that starting spot where he got an offensive rebound, made a couple nice passes. You can see why this coaching staff trusts him early in this game.
Second foul on Dowd, third on the Trojans of Troy. First media timeout with 15:51 remaining in the first half. The Ducks have opened up a 6-0 lead on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
This season, the Ducks have their eyes on the ball, and fans have their eyes on the bundle, the McDonald's Game Day Bundle. Score big with the new cheeseburger pack, including 2 of the classic cheeseburgers you love, a 20-piece chicken McNuggets, and 2 medium orders of our world-famous fries, all for just $14.99, only on the app. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Six 0 Ducks over the visiting Trojans of Troy. 15:51 to go in the first half. Oregon basketball, sponsored by Pepsi, Bigfoot Beverages, and the Pepsi Go Ducks Game Day app. Download the app, follow the Ducks. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. Good early signs. What do you say, Luke Jackson?
Well, you can see the adjustment from and the progression from the last few games where Oregon's not settling for early threes. They're getting the ball inside into the post and seeing Troy double and just dumping it off for easy buckets.
3 assists on 3 made baskets.
And you like to see unselfish basketball. And this is a good Troy team. This is a team that's won, 20 games the last 3 seasons. Oregon not taking any chances.
Bamba will shoot a pair. Number 3, Cooper Campbell checking in for the Trojans. Bamba hits the first free throw, his first point. Also, Gerald Bellamy checking in for Troy, number 10. As well as Theo Sang, number 33. Bamba hits both free throws. Ducks up 8-0.
Oregon in a 1-2-2 tempo press here.
Troy does get it across. 8 seconds into the shot clock already. Campbell passes it to Bellamy. Now over to the left wing. Connerway taking it toward the lane. Cuts through. Kicks out. 3 up and no good. Offensive rebound by Troy and a whistle under the basket. The 3 went up from Sang. He missed it. And Bellamy grabbed the offensive board and drew the foul on the putback. It goes against Bamba, his first and the first on Oregon.
Well, and Brandon Angel just got pushed a little bit too far underneath the basket. Long shot is going to mean a long rebound. He had the guy on his back. It just went over his head. There was nothing he could do about that one.
So Bellamy to the line. Back iron. 50% free throw shooter entering the game. 3 of 6 on the year. Now 3 of 7. Free throw good. Troy's on the board for the first time here at the 15:25 mark in the first half. It's 8-1 Ducks.
And Troy's in a press.
Ducks able to break it with a pass to Angel, right wing. He is fouled. Double team came from Bellamy and Connerway. Whistle goes against the Trojans. A little too aggressive around the right wing.
Trojans just looking to change things up and give Oregon a different look there.
Connerway whistled for the foul, the fourth against Troy. Inbound from the sideline, Shellstad bounce pass to Keyshawn Barthélemy in the game. He dribbles through the defense, kicks out to Tracy, who takes a dribble, launches along two, short, and a rebound from Troy's Bellamy. Rigsby has it now for the Trojans. Ducks leading by 7.
Great ball pressure by Oregon.
Connerway to the left elbow, tries to pass it to Bellamy, goes out of bounds. Ducks force a turnover. Second, against Troy.
Just a stifling defense with all these athletes and versatility and depth. I think that's going to be a big factor where Troy's not nearly as deep as Oregon. This game goes on.
Left wing, bounce pass to Angel, back out to Tracy. Dribbles toward the left corner, now to the wing, picks up the dribble, give to Barthélemy. Left corner three is up and good.
He's got a smooth stroke, doesn't he, Joey?
They called it a 2. It was a step inside the arc, so it's 10-1 Oregon. Picking up where he left off with that smooth stroke from the Portland game.
He's got the hot hand.
Right wing for Troy Rigsby. Attacking to the free throw line. Fakes, now steps toward the basket. Bounces it off the foot of his teammate Bellamy, and it goes out of bounds.
He kind of got off his feet, thought about shooting it for a second. Then here comes big number 32, Nathan Biddle, who's already got 2 blocks in the game, just doing a great job protecting the rim for Oregon.
You know, that's huge for the Ducks to have that shot protector, isn't it?
It really is.
Angel down the right side for the Ducks. His shot is rejected by Bellamy out of bounds. Ducks will inbound from the baseline.
Good, hard, strong take to the rim. Sometimes you get blocked and the ref doesn't call the foul with the body. He went flying into the baseline there.
13:56 to go in the first half. Ducks lead by 9. Inbound from Tracy to Biddle. Spins, shot up with the left hand, miss. Put back, good.
Just soft hands there, getting on that put back.
Ducks up 12-1. 4 points from Biddle. KJ Evans coming in next whistle. Victor Valdez in the game for Troy, handles the ball. Now a pass to Campbell. Campbell around a screen, dribbles down the right side, gets to the basket, high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back for 2.
And that's Troy's 3rd offensive rebound. Struggling a little bit on the offensive end with Oregon's defense. Got to keep them off the glass.
Bellamy has 3 points. Troy has 3 points. It's 12-3. Shellstad handles it for Oregon. Dribbles, gets loose, and misses a triple. Offensive rebound, Biddle. Ball's on the floor, fighting for it. Ducks tried to signal for a timeout, and the officials, I think, called a jump ball. Possession goes to Oregon.
Nate Biddle on the floor. He's really been all over the place. Defensive end, he's blocking shots. Offensive end, getting offensive rebounds and finishing at the rim. It's a good sign for his health early in the preseason for Oregon.
And Supreme Cook making his season debut.
Yeah.
Good to see. Where's number 7 for the Ducks? Inbound for Oregon to Shellstad, right corner. And an offensive foul called. He pushed off as he went toward the short corner.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Supreme Cook can bring to this team. He's a big, strong presence, defender, rebounder.
Was really effective at Georgetown.
Oregon in a press here.
Under 13 to play in the first half. 12-3 Ducks. Sang with it. Evans out defending it. Now to Campbell. Campbell gets loose and fires a triple from the top. It rims out and then goes down. It's 12-6. Barthélemy quickly up the floor for the Ducks. Help from an Evans screen. Passes to Bamba, right wing. Troy trying to front Evans. Bamba dribbles toward the short corner. Now passes to Evans. Cross-court pass. Tracy triple, no good from the left corner. Long rebound, Troy. Trojans ahead with it. Valdez, pass to the left corner, wide open. Sang misses the three. Rebound, Evans. And fouled on the rebound attempt. Valdez knocked him.
And Oregon's lucky that Troy didn't score on that possession. Oregon kind of gambled a little bit, left a shooter wide open in the corner. Fortunate to have the ball baseline out.
12-6 Ducks, 12:09 to go in the first half. Oregon shooting 38%, Troy 15%, 2 of 13. Bartholomew runs point, passes left wing, Bamba. Bamba strong with the ball, takes it toward the bucket, goes up, loses the handle, ball ends up on the ground. Bamba gets it, goes back up, no good. Cook with an attempt, no good. Ball ping-pongs around to Troy. Trojans the other direction. Campbell quickly ahead with it now. Sang left wing, dribbles toward the top, angles to the right, pass to the right. Troy with Valdez picking up the dribble, throws it toward the basket, cutting with a reverse layup attempt, no good. Carrington Keel in the game for the first time. Can't score it. Ducks the other direction. Bartholomew, right wing, hits the three. 15-6 Ducks.
And Supreme Cook already affecting the game. Got his hand on an offensive rebound, defensive rebound there.
Oregon with the lead. Sang left wing. Bounce pass Valdez. Up top, Bamba defending him. Fighting through a screen. Valdez now the other way. Pops a triple. Top of the key. Too strong. Rebound Cook.
Another rebound by Cook.
Ducks looking to run. Bartholomew as the Trojans get back on D. Oregon leading 15-6. Bartholomew passes to Cook. Cutting toward the basket. Draws a lot of contact. I think a foul on the ground. On the floor, I should say. And it will be against Fields. That's his second. Ducks in front 15-6. Media timeout with 10:49 to go in the first half. Tell you a little bit more about Supreme Cook as he makes his season debut when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It's been so long. How have you been?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Dave, why are you talking that way?
Please say 1 for a compliment or 2 for a question.
Yeah, this is weird. I think I'm going to go.
Talking with an automated phone tree can feel pretty ridiculous. That's why when you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll get a real person to answer all your important questions.
Pacific Source Health Plans? This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees. Find a plan at PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Your home for Oregon hoops.
Blocks him again. He hits it and he's fouled. Follows and slam.
This is Duck Basketball from Learfield.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
It's a 15-6 Oregon lead with 10:49 to go in the first half. Joey Mack and Luke Jackson. Safeway, the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big Sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or season tickets. Season debut for Supreme Cook here today. And I did mention earlier, Raheem Moss is out today. So the Ducks a little bit shorter in the backcourt, but they're getting deeper in the front court. 6'9", 230-pound senior Supreme Cook, 24 double-doubles in 123 career games for Fairfield and Georgetown last year, averaged 10.5 points and 8 rebounds for Georgetown. I think he can really help Oregon.
The depth of this team is impressive to look at. And Supreme Cook, 10-8, defensive presence, lob, dunk for number
Supreme
7,
Cook.
Supreme Cook, getting him going early. You love to see that.
Baseline out of bounds play goes Oregon's way. 17-6 Ducks. And Jamari Phillips, the freshman in the game, wearing number 24. It's good to see him getting some more meaningful minutes as the Ducks have opened up a double-digit lead. Trojan ball down the right side, gets under the basket. Connerway now kick out to Valdez driving. Ball deflected, kick out. Rigsby now to the top. Keel fires a three. The lefty no good from the top. Ducks rebound. Troy moves it quick.
That was just a great set baseline out of bounds play from
Now-
Coach Altman.
Now Evans inside to Cook. Another jam for Supreme Cook.
He's got it going. Look at his energy. Has totally changed this game.
19-6.
He's angry.
Ducks leading 4 angry points from Supreme Cook. Both of them, both buckets, dunks. And now Bamba steals it around the perimeter. Bamba steps to the bucket. Left-hand lay-in. Timeout, Troy at 21-6. Oregon with a football score against the Trojans.
And you look at the entire Oregon staff, the bench completely engaged, and the defensive intensity is at a very high level early in the preseason.
Bamba averages just under a steal per game in his career. I think the Ducks would love to see him average 1 or more this season. He's gotten some fouls around the perimeter, but right there he showed he can hand check, get just the ball, and take it the other way quick.
Yeah, TJ Bamba is an intimidating defender. He's quick, he's strong, he's explosive, and he's a matchup nightmare for some of these smaller guards. Really just a physical presence. Oregon playing great half-court defensive basketball early in this basketball game.
Yeah, TJ in his career, 12 points, or I should say 10 points, and 3 rebounds per game, but he's gotten better every year. Last year, he averaged 12 and 4.
Ducks in the press.
And almost another turnover as Keyshawn Bartholomew tips it out of bounds on the sideline near midcourt.
This team can be very good. Oregon can be very good on the defensive end. They're proving it right now.
21-6. Ducks in front, 9:44 to go in the first half. It's a 9-0 run for Oregon the last minute 40. The Ducks have hit 4 straight. Trojans have missed 4 straight field goals. Troy ball, Rigsby, Marcus Rigsby, dribbling to the left wing. He bounces it toward his brother and a reaching foul against the Ducks on Bamba. Well, that's a broadcaster jinx. I was just talking about it. Second foul on Bamba. He checks out.
Just got a little off balance there. A little too aggressive. Got to chop those feet. Slow down on the closeout.
Shellstad in. 9:33 to go until the Toyota halftime break. Troy ball inbounding right in front of us. Ball goes now to Miles Rigsby, taking it toward the left short corner to the left block. Duck double team on defense. Now swarming. Kick out to Valdez. Extra pass up top, picked up by Shellstad. Dowd gives to Rigsby. Lob toward the basket. One hand alley-oop take, no good. Fields couldn't get it to go. Ducks on the rebound. Quickly the other way. Shellstad left corner, 3. No. Rebound Troy. Good transition ball movement. Now Troy trying to do the same. Ball ahead to Miles Rigsby. Pass now toward the top. Marcus Rigsby misses a 3 from the top and a foul under the basket. I think on Evans. Yep, goes against the Ducks. His first. And the 4th on Oregon. Still a 9-0 run for the Ducks. Nathan Biddle coming back in. Supreme Cook out. Good minutes for Supreme Cook to debut this season.
Great minutes. Just to build confidence for him coming off the bench and getting 3 or 4 rebounds and a couple dunks. Look forward to seeing more of him in the future.
8:54 to go, first half. Ducks leading 21-6. Inbound for Troy. Now up top, Connerway. He gives it to the right wing. Jab step, now driving. Marcus Rigsby stops right elbow, kick out to his brother. Miles Rigsby fakes, gets a man in the air, dribbles, free throw line jumper for 2.
And
21-8.
That's the first easy basket that Troy has gotten this game with Oregon's defensive intensity.
And now Troy forces a turnover on the Ducks inbound. They were pressuring the inbounder heavily. No, not a turnover, excuse me. It went out of bounds, deflecting off the Trojans. Angel will inbound in front of his bench.
Troy lucky not to pick up a foul there.
Yeah, Coach Altman wanted the foul as Jamari Phillips has it poked loose after he takes the inbound right in front of us. Angel will inbound again. Ducks get it to Shellstad. Now the Trojans will back off. Shellstad to Barthélemy, left wing. 21-8 Ducks. Barthélemy to Angel. Left corner. Now Barthélemy, left wing. Gives it to Angel. Open for three. Rims out. Offensive rebounding foul on Nate Biddle.
Biddle's been really active, keeping the possessions alive, and he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, my fault. Theo Sang. I thought they were going to get Nate for reaching around, but they got Sang for hitting him first.
Yeah, he's just fighting for that offensive rebound, held by the Trojan there on that box out.
So Biddle, after the 7th foul against Troy, makes the front end of the 1-and-1. You know, he's come a long way, I think, as a free throw shooter. He was good as a freshman, but he's shooting well over 90% this year now.
Well, I think with this preseason experience, he's just a little bit more relaxed out on the floor, wouldn't you say, Joey, than he's been in the past?
I think so. He seems to have much more control. Free throw's a perfect swish. Is there a better sound?
He's got a smooth stroke for a big man.
He does. 23-8 Oregon. Traps near midcourt. Troy able to break it. Now right wing three. No good. Rebound Trojans. Thrown into the backcourt.
That's going to be over and back.
And it is over and back. The three went up from Connerway and he missed it. Troy now 1 of 7 from three, and I feel like a lot of the threes have been contested well.
They just haven't gotten any easy looks from their half-court offense. Oregon has the ability to switch 1 through 4. They're long, they're athletic, and they have depth, so they're subbing in fresh defenders, and really it's been tough for Troy to score.
Troy, 1 of its last 8 from the floor. Trojans still shooting just 15%, 3 of 20, and 1 of 10 from 3. 10%. I think I said they were 1 of 7. Oregon is 1 of 7 from 3 at 14%. Troy 1 of 10 at 10%. Ducks 23 and the Trojans of Troy 8 with 7:57 to go in the first half on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
From the Oregon coast to the mighty Columbia, and from the Blue Mountains to the Siskiyous, we are with you. Whether your work takes you to the field, the forest, the factory floor, or the home office, no matter what you do, SAFE is with you, helping injured workers get back to work and helping to prevent future injuries by making each workplace safer and healthier. SAFE, workers' comp that really works. Learn more at SAIF.com.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
The Ducks are now in the Big Ten, and Hoodoo Ski Area has a big deal for all kids 10 and under. Kids ski and ride free all day, every day at Hoodoo. Along with Luke Jackson, I'm Joey Mack, and John Lundquist, our sensei of stats, freshly rested from a trip to Wisconsin with us. John made the trip. Ducks came away with the 11th football victory of the season last night. Ducks have had 5 players score. The Trojans have had 3 players score, and that speaks to the depth of this Oregon team. Ducks can have a lot of different guys get it going night in and night out.
And I think what's been impressive is the way they share the ball. They've scored out of transition, but Troy is doubling the post every time. Oregon's done a great job just kicking it out and finding the open man.
Tracy, Shellstad, Angel, Biddle, and Phillips in there for the Ducks.
Troy in a 1-3-1 zone here.
Lob inside to Biddle. He goes to work, has the ball blocked, tipped in the air on the attempted rebound. Troy comes away with it. In transition, and it's thrown out of bounds by the Trojans. Looking for Connerway near the left corner, and it looked like a pass that was just deflected by the Ducks, and Rigsby Jr. will inbound in front of the Oregon bench. Ducks have had active hands defensively, particularly in transition. Troy inbound, double team comes from the Ducks. Pass out of it, 3 up and short out of the hands of Sang. Offensive rebound again by Troy. Connerway, no look pass, finds the right block wide open. Marcus Rigsby lays it in. It's 23-10.
And Jackson just got an unintentionally tripped, kind of lost the ball there.
13-point lead for the Ducks. Officially a steal for Connerway, just on that quick tie-up. And now Phillips, bad pass, has it stolen. Troy, the other way. Phillips gets back on D, forces a miss. Ball on the ground. Troy picks it up. Sang to Connerway, left wing. Launches over the top of Biddle. Way too strong. Rebound Tracy. Ducks up 13, under 7 in the first half. Tracy, help from Brandon Angel screen. Troy switches it. Now pass to Shellstad, left side of the floor. Shellstad tries to go to work, passes to Tracy. 13 to shoot. Aided by a screen and too much aid on the screen. Nate Biddle called for a foul.
Yeah, just kind of leaned into that. You got to stay put, setting the screen.
First foul on Biddle. Supreme Cook back in. Each squad has turned it over 5 times so far.
And Troy is mixing up the defenses. You know, Scott Cross is a great coach. A lot of wins under his belt. They're not going to give this game up easily.
Oregon 23, Troy 10. 6.5 to go in the first half now. Left wing, Dowd. Pass inside. Ball lost on the ground. Picked back up by Rigsby. He finds a cutter. Bellamy to the basket. He throws down a big slam. Ducks had the ball on the ground, deflected away. Trojans fought for it, came away with a bucket. 23-12 now. Ducks have turned it over 3 times in the last 2 minutes. Ducks without a field goal the last 3.5 minutes. Angel left corner triple. Never mind, he hits the 3.
That's what you're going to give up in the zone is those wide open threes. Brandon Angel's got a nice smooth stroke.
5 points for Angel. 26-12, Oregon leading. Troy might have gotten away with a travel at the free throw line. Ball ends up to Connerway. Now up top, Rigsby. Rigsby, give to the left, swinging that way. Dowd, defended by Angel. Pass to Rigsby. He launches and hits the triple. Troy's really launching him up. I find myself saying that a lot. They're 2 of 13 from 3 now after the second triple of the game.
And they're active on that offensive end. A lot of screens, a lot of cutting, a lot of moving without the ball.
26-15 Ducks. 5:15 to go first half. Angel, cross-court pass, extra to the top. Shellstad dribbles, passes. Tracy, left wing 3, short. Rebound tipped up. Cook couldn't get it to go. Still in the air. And Troy comes away with it. Connerway, 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-2. And a finger roll good from Thomas Dowd. First points for Dowd. It's 26-17 Oregon. Shellstad. Angel sets a screen for him. Dribbling up top to Tracy left wing. Tracy to Angel. Double team. Left corner. Steps through it. Passes to Shellstad. Right wing 3. No good. Rebound for the Trojans and Connerway.
And this is a gritty Troy University team.
Rigsby misses a quick trigger 3 from the right side. Grazed the bottom of the rim. Ducks take it the other direction. Bartholomew transition hits. He nailed it from a step to the right of the top of the key. 29-17 Ducks.
And Jackson Shellstad just finds Bartholomew in rhythm in transition, just steps right into that 3, and he's playing confident basketball right now.
gives the Ducks quite the offensive weapon off the bench. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Ducks by 12. Left wing, Connerway falls away from the basket, misses a three. Offensive rebound attempt by Troy yet again, but the Ducks come away with it. Shellstad saved it. Cook had it. Ball tied up by the Trojans on the ground. Oregon comes away with it to Barthélemy. Now Tracy into the middle of the lane. Throws it to Barthélemy. He passes it to Tracy. 3 up. Off the mark. Rebound Troy. Both teams have fought hard for rebounds today.
And that's a good look. Oregon sharing the ball. They had numbers.
Ducks are +5 on the glass, 21-16. Troy with possession. Rigsby into the middle of the lane. He took a 10-footer and missed it. Ball ricocheted out of bounds. And I think it will be Trojans ball when we come back. One off the Ducks. Timeout on the floor with 3:20 to go here in the first half. It's Oregon 29 and Troy 17 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people, for charting your own path, for choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else, because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Go Ducks!
Going to the basket, he slams!
Left wing 3. Good!
This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wide your arms for this wayward son?
Oregon 29 and Troy 17. When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find amazing deals on everything you need all in one place so you can focus on the moments that matter. Kohl's, where families come first. Have you started the holiday shopping yet?
No, my wife does most of that.
It's a good, honest answer.
It happens earlier and earlier every year, right?
Yeah,
like
you
start hearing the ads.
It does.
How about Keyshawn Barthélemy with a hot hand again, kind of taking off where he left last game, and he's 3 for 3 from 2 and 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. He's got 8 points.
It's nice to see that weapon off the bench, and after the injury he suffered last year, Ducks sure could have used him down the stretch. They were so banged up last season, and seeing him healthy, just out there gliding on the floor, great to see. Duck ball, Bamba with it left wing to Shellstad up top. Oregon by 12 with over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Barthélemy takes a bounce pass, right wing. Gets it to Bamba, right elbow. Bamba trying to go to work, to the basket, blocked. Missed, put back by Cook. It was blocked right to Supreme Cook, and he boxed his man out.
Looks like the Trojans got away with a foul there. Didn't affect Cook. He's so strong, just powered through and finished with his left.
6 points for Cook. Now Troy the other way, and a lay-in good from Connerway. He showed a burst to the basket there from the perimeter. Connerway's first points. It's 31-19 Oregon. Now Bamba for the Ducks. Takes a 10-footer and hits in the middle of the lane. He got in there easily.
And that was just a matchup. You know, he recognized he could take number 3 to the basket there. Real patient shot fake, just went up. Nice little soft jumper.
33-19 Ducks. 2:09 to go in the first half. Sang fakes a three, now passes to Valdez. He fires the three. No. Rebound Bamba. Trying to advance the ball quickly, and Connerway deflected it out of bounds, and our guy Todd Miles made a nice catch at the scorer's table. Our timeout coordinator, Todd Miles, also our one of the football and baseball communications directors here at Oregon. Good hands, Todd. Barthélemy. Now Shellstad swing to the right. Bamba back to Shellstad. 17 to shoot. Shellstad to Bamba. 33-19, Ducks leading. Now Barthélemy dribbles, passes to the perimeter. Shellstad up top, swing all the way to the right. Barthélemy, and he's bumped by Valdez, who got too close to him in the corner.
That's good patience by Oregon. Troy's in a zone, working it around the perimeter, not taking an early bad shot.
Here comes Mookie Cook for the Ducks. The minute 38 to go in the first half. That was the 8th foul against Troy. So 1-1 for Keyshawn Barthélemy, who is a good free throw shooter in his career, 80%. (33-19) Ducks. Here's Barthélemy at the line. Good.
And this has been a complete half on the offense and defensive end for Oregon. Maybe the highest grade I would give them so far in this preseason, building a little bit each game to that midseason form.
Supreme Cook checks out. Nate Biddle checks in. Barthélemy makes it, and he's the first player in double figures this afternoon with 10 points. 35-19 Oregon. Campbell to the right wing, now looking to move to the left. And a travel. Valdez took the pass and took too many steps.
Just kind of feeling the defensive pressure there from KJ Evans, who had a switch on 3 screens. Great job moving his feet.
Shellstad, Evans, Biddle, Mookie Cook, and Keyshawn Barthélemy, the 5 for Oregon and white. Shellstad passes it to Barthélemy, catch and shoot, cans it. Right corner.
Barthélemy kind of reminds me a little bit of, to go into the pass a little bit, a Joe Young comparison maybe.
Quick trigger,
great release.
38-19 Oregon. Bounce pass cutting toward the basket, rejected by Connerway, but Troy, or I should say Connerway, rejected by the rim and a combination of Ducks. Troy gets the offensive rebound, taking it toward the hole. Miles Rigsby is bumped by a Duck, and the foul goes on KJ Evans. Connerway had a chance to throw one down, I think was rejected by a Duck and the rim.
They've been affected by Oregon's length all night, and a big advantage is the depth, where Oregon's played 10, 11 players, and their depth and experience coming off the bench for Troy just doesn't match the athleticism.
Miles Rigsby hits the free throw. It ends the 7-0 run for the Ducks. Still a 12-3 run for Oregon right now. Ducks leading the Trojans 38-20 with just over 50 seconds to go until halftime.
Just looking to close out this half the right way.
Free throw is good. Timeout looks like taken by the Ducks. 38-21. Oregon leading, and Duck basketball is brought to you by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, Choose Chill, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. You said that this is probably the best grade of the season so far, Luke. I think now the challenge is keep it up in the second half. First 2 games of the season, Oregon, I think, was better in the first half than they were in the second half. Ducks beat UC Riverside 91-76 and 79-48, but Coach Altman was happier with the first half than the second half in both of those 2 games. I think that'll be the challenge for the Ducks here moving forward in this one.
Well, I think there was an intensity level that maybe went up a notch with Coach Altman, and you can see that he's got these guys playing early with, I think, maybe 5 continuous stops to start the game.
Yep.
And then that defensive presence with turnovers, to see a travel, TJ Bamba getting a turnover and a finish, and then good execution on the offensive end. Maybe a little bit more patience not as many quick threes as that game against Portland.
Shellstad will bring it up out of the Oregon timeout. 42 seconds to go in the half. Biddle sets a screen and another illegal screen against Nate Biddle. It's the second one in this game and his second foul. Turnover for the Ducks.
You just got to stay put as a big guy. Sometimes you get a little anxious there. You want to slip to the rim, and some of these little point guards do a good job of kind of throwing that head back, drawing that foul. Not sure how much contact there was.
You were never called for those, though, when you played, right? No illegal
That's the
screens
game
ever,
within
huh?
the game. Got to draw those fouls. Put some pressure on the refs.
So Troy ball quickly. Connerway gets to the bucket, misses a contested shot. Rebound by Mookie Cook. Outlet to Angel. Connerway a little bit banged up. He's still down at the other end. Oregon's got a 5-on-4. The officials didn't stop play, and now they will. The Ducks actually backed off. Shellstad looked into the backcourt, and Connerway is holding his knee. That was a good sportsman thing to do.
That really was. Oregon's up 17. There's 21 seconds, and you see a player. You hate to see anyone go down in an athletic event. And Jackson just holds it up, kind of looks at the referee and that is good sportsmanship.
So 21.3 seconds to go in the first half. Connerway is going to head into the locker room and then get checked out by the training staff.
It's nice to see him walking by himself.
It is. Knees are scary.
Probably one shot for Oregon here with 21 seconds left in the first half.
38-21 Ducks. Angel inbound to Shellstad. Ball poked loose by Campbell around the perimeter. The Ducks will inbound from the sideline near midcourt. Troy will make a substitution. Bellamy coming back in.
Bellamy subbing in for that defensive and rebounding presence. One possession left here.
Angel into Shellstad. Clock ticks. 12 left. Now the Ducks run the play. Pass to Angel. Goes baseline. Driving to the right block. Tries to put a shot up. Tied up. Troy deflects and takes the other way. Rigsby throws it down at the buzzer. I think that'll count as he raced up the floor and jammed it.
Wow, you see his explosiveness.
No kidding.
To end the half.
The
What a
freshman,
finish.
the freshman of the year in the Sun Belt Conference. And Coach Altman talking to the officials about something. He was frustrated at the end of the half.
It looked like Brandon Angel got fouled about 5 times. No call. A lot of hands going down on his arms.
Yeah.
And then Rigsby, who Oregon's done a really nice job defensively, by far their best player, held him to 6. You see how good he really is, that explosive transition, taking it all the way down and dunking it on a couple of Oregon players.
The freshman of the year in the Sun Belt Conference. Sure looked like he dunked that before the buzzer went off. They'll review it. We'll confirm it when we come back for the start of the Toyota halftime report. It's Oregon 38 and Troy 23 here at the Toyota halftime. He got it off?
Yeah, he got it off.
Yep. So that one will count. 38-23 is the score. Toyota halftime. I'm Joey Mack, along with Luke Jackson here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk, eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
You're listening to Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This is the Toyota Halftime Report on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Toyota, let's go places. A first half recap along with scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college basketball and the first half stats. They're all right here. Now let's go back courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Toyota halftime here at Matthew Knight Arena. Oregon 38, Troy 23. Trojans are shooting 26%, 9 for 35, 13% from 3, 2 for 16, 75% at the line, 3 of 4. Ducks 45%, 14 for 31, 31% from 3, 4 of 13, a perfect 6 of 6 at the line. Dane Altman will like the Ducks are 25-17 winners in rebounding the basketball, dead even in offensive rebound, 7-7. Oregon's +1 in second chance points, 8-7. Overall, though, a lot of good numbers for the Ducks, leading 38-23. What do you think of the first half, Luke?
Well, Keyshawn Bartholomew is picked up right where he left off. He's perfect. He's got 13 points. You love to see that energy and that ability coming in off the bench. Supreme Cook, his first look, 9 minutes in the first half, and he's got 6 points, 2 big dunks, and 5 rebounds, kind of doing exactly what we thought he could do. A double-double guy, and then the most consistent player for Oregon has been Nate Biddle. He's playing calm, under control. He's got 5 rebounds, 6 points. Jackson Shelstad's rebounded the ball really well.
Yep.
A complete half there by Oregon, who was definitely challenged this week by Coach Altman, and they've responded well.
And I can tell you, even without a microphone feed from the locker room, Coach Altman is challenging them to keep it up in the second half. That's the key here moving forward. Got to have the complete game.
Yeah, and all of these games matter.
Yeah.
The Big Ten is going to be tough night in and night out. There's not going to be a lot of easy games. The crowds are going to be a little bit bigger. There's some tradition in the Big Ten with a lot of these teams. Michigan State, Indiana, Purdue in the championship game just a year ago. And so these are important games, but you're seeing a progression from Oregon each step of the way where the defense is changing. You have to love their versatility, Joey.
He's Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack. It's the Toyota halftime. Ducks lead 38-23. Ashley Gentry's got some score updates for you when we come back, and the second half of action still to come on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2024-25 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student-athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
You're listening to Duck Basketball.
Left wing three. Yeah! Toward the basket. Will slam!
On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. So good to see you real.
The Toyota Halftime Report continues with a check of scores from around the country. Once again, to Ashley Gentry in the Learfield Network studios.
Well, we have hit halftime at Matthew Knight Arena, and the Ducks have the lead 38-23 over Troy. Going to take a quick look at the rest of the Big Ten, including some scores from last night. Slow night for the Big Ten today. So jumping in to our scores from Saturday evening. Number 16, Indiana. They were at home taking on South Carolina. 3-0 on the court now for Indiana. 87-71, your final score in favor of the Hoosiers. And then Yale on the road visiting Minnesota. Yale drops under 500 to 2-3 on the season and has lost all 3 games away from their home court. Your final score, 59-56 in favor of Minnesota. Bowling Green, also the visiting team yesterday against Michigan State. Spartans win it 86-72 for 3-1 and 3-0 on their home court. As for today, across the Big Ten, 1 game has gone final, 2 still to come. 77-74, your final score for Nebraska and St. Mary's. St. Mary's victorious over the Cornhuskers. They advanced to 4-0 out of the WCC. Nebraska, their first loss of the season, now 3-1. Coming up later this evening, starting with Cal and USC, a battle in California. Trojans with the home court advantage. They have a 3-0 start to the season. Cal Bears 2-1. And to close out the Big Ten, it will be Washington hosting UMass Lowell. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back with a look around the top 25. But before we go, don't forget to tune in tomorrow. The women's team takes over the court for their game against Grand Canyon. Oregon Ducks women 4-0 to start the season. They're going to try and keep it rolling tomorrow under the lights at 6 p.m. Quick timeout, and then we're back. It's halftime, and Oregon leads Troy 38-23 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big Ten Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Sports.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
When you stay healthy, you can play to win. Optum Oregon is here to keep Duck fans in championship form. They offer affordable, quality care that's easy to access. Their lineup includes primary, specialty, and immediate care, plus innovative virtual care options when you're short on time. It's everything you need to feel your best. Optum is here for Duck fans and for Oregon. Learn more at OptumWinningPlay.com. That's OPTUM winningplay.com.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Welcome back inside the Learfield Network studios. Ashley Gentry here with you, taking you around the top 25 as we await the start of the second half at Matthew Knight Arena, where the Ducks lead Troy 38-23 here at the halfway mark. Taking a look at the top 25, starting with last night. We only have 3 scheduled games today over in the top 25, so we'll take you around what happened last night as well. Number 1, Kansas. They advanced to 4-0 on the season, defeating Oakland 78-57 on their home hardwood. Woodford visiting the 6th-ranked Duke Blue Devils. Duke dropped their first game of the season just 2 weeks ago, but they win it last night 86-35 over Woodford. Kansas City hit the road to take on 14th-ranked Creighton, 79-56, your final score. Creighton victorious. South Carolina also falling short last night to number 16 Indiana, 87-71, and 25th-ranked Ole Miss grabbing a win as well. Their 4th of the season over Colorado State, 84-69. As for today in the top 25, 2 of our 3 games have gone final. Number 22, St. John's. Good start to the season for them. They posted 85 points on New Mexico today for the 85-71 win. 40-plus points in both halves for St. John's. Then number 11, Tennessee, the Vols at home, and they hit triple digits on Austin P. Final score, 103-68 in favor of Tennessee. Then things will close out on the evening for the top 25 out in Texas. It's number 12, Baylor, hosting Tarleton State. In-state rivalry out in Waco coming up this evening. But back in Oregon, Matthew Knight Arena, the Ducks hosting Troy, and we have the lead at 38-23 headed for the second half. We're going to take a quick timeout and then come back for the start of the second half. And don't forget, tomorrow, Oregon women's basketball hitting the court here at Matthew Knight Arena at 6 p.m. for their 5th game of the season against Grand Canyon. Ducks 4-0, looking to hit 5-0 tomorrow on the home hardwood. Back after this, Oregon leads Troy 38-23. Second half action coming up on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It's another great fall Saturday in Oregon. Friends, family, and football. Let's keep it great by making a game plan for getting everyone home safely. If you're drinking, take a quick time out and pass the keys to someone who's not. By designating a responsible driver, you'll make sure the whole team gets to keep playing, because no day like this should end with a tragic loss for any family. Let's be in it to win it by saving lives together. Drive sober. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2024-25 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student-athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Shores Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
Do I want to bet on tonight's game? Hell yeah!
Their team is trash.
Who are you?
The Fireball Dragon. And this bet needs some balls.
Round a fireball on him?
Bottle of Fireball.
Shave his head?
Shave his eyebrows.
Tattoo?
Live, laugh, love.
Are we going too far?
Oh, he's running his mouth now.
Tattoo time!
Ignite your rivalry with Fireball.
Please drink responsibly. Fireball Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 21 to 33% alcohol by volume. Sazerac Company, Louisville, Kentucky.
Feel leather.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
So at halftime, we're wrapping up. Thanks to Ashley Gentry back in the OSN studios. Ducks leading the visiting Trojans of Troy 38-23. Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. Challenge for the Ducks. Keep it up.
Yeah, that first half was as complete a half as they've played so far.
It's Trojan ball to start the second half here at Matthew Knight Arena. Bounce pass for the Trojans looking under the basket. It's deflected by the Ducks. Shellstad takes the other way, launches, misses the triple, tipped by Biddle, no. Another attempt, ball's on the floor, grabbed by Troy. Ducks were fighting for it on the offensive glass. The other direction, Rigsby Jr. Bounce pass now ahead and into the left mid post. Dowd in the middle of the lane. Hands it, and I think a three in the key. Yep.
He had his back to Nathan Biddle, didn't even want to look at the rim.
I wouldn't. Nate's got a foot on me. 19:24 to go. Early in the second half, Ducks leading 38-23. Bamba, catch and shoot three. Hits from the left wing. He's got 9 points, 41-23 Ducks.
Great set play there by Oregon. Screen down, screen away. Bamba with a wide open look.
Rigsby able to get it ahead for Troy. Miles Rigsby now dribbling right wing. Loses the ball, deflected out of bounds by Angel. A little bit of a high dribble. Angel took advantage.
It looked like he carried the ball. Troy fortunate. They ended up with a possession there on the side out.
Bamba defending the inbound. Bounce pass to Rigsby. Miles backing down. Double team comes from the Ducks. Ball stolen by Shellstad on a pass attempt. Now in transition to Bamba right wing. Foul called. Thomas Dowd bumped him.
Great double team in the post. Jackson Shellstad on the defensive rotation. Troy threw it right to him. Rigsby having a hard time getting a clean look at the basket.
Third foul on Thomas Dowd here early in the second half. One of the starters for Troy. Tracy, left corner, now Angel. Passes it to Biddle. He misses a triple from the right side. Rebound Troy. Outlet to Rigsby. Ahead right wing. Pass to the top. Now handoff back to Rigsby. Over to the right wing. Catch and shoot by his brother. Air ball. Shellstad grabs the air ball, looking to run. Ducks do have numbers. Troy gets back. Pass to Bamba to the free throw line. And a whistle as he stepped toward the basket.
Yeah, TJ just kind of shuffled his feet on the step through there. He had the defender in the air. But I think Nathan Biddle on that defensive possession closed out and maybe tipped that ball for his third or fourth block.
Right wing handoff to Connerway. Troy back with it. And he gets toward the basket. Misses a relatively open lane. Gets his own miss. Has it blocked by Biddle on the putback attempt. Now Nate Biddle takes all kinds of contact. Doesn't get a foul call. Passes out of it to Bamba. Ducks advance the ball to Shellstad right wing. 41-23 Oregon. 17:45 to play. Shellstad to the left side. Bamba. Back to Shellstad. Angles to his right. Surveys the defense. 6 to shoot. Shellstad got to create. Passes it to Bamba. Dribbles. Long two. Air ball. Troy will take possession on a shot clock violation.
Oregon was just a little slow getting into an offensive set. Troy changes their defensive matchup so much. You have to be alert on the offensive end.
Didn't mention to start the half, Tayton Connerway is back in there with same starters both ways after he
took that hard foul in the first half. He does look like he's limping a little bit.
Yeah, he's favoring that knee. Rigsby under the basket for the Trojans. Puts up a contested lay-in. No good. Off rebound by the Ducks. Thrown ahead quickly. Tracy runs the distance and lays it in.
Great rebound and outlet by Nathan Biddle.
20-point lead for the Ducks, 43-23. This is Oregon's largest lead. Rigsby Jr. swinging to the left now. Connerway, aided by a screen. Gets to the middle of the lane, passes to the screener on the screen and roll. Basket good. Fields scores it. And the Ducks will inbound. I think Duck coaching staff wanted to delay a game call there.
And it looked like he shuffled his feet a little bit, but that's the Trojans' first basket around the rim in some time. Oregon's defense just been stifling this afternoon here at Matthew Knight Arena.
43-25. Biddle catches and turns toward the bucket, misses near the left elbow. 43-25 still. Troy rebound. Bounce pass, now cut toward the basket. Step two and lay in. Good by Rigsby.
That was just a good basket cut by an experienced player.
Oregon quickly up the floor, got it all the way to Biddle left block, and he drew a foul.
The one thing Coach Altman is got to be pleased with is the ball movement. You saw that score on one end, and then the Ducks quickly up the sideline and inside on offense.
43-27, Ducks leading. Some substitutions. Supreme Cook's back in for the Ducks. Just over 16 to go here at MKA. Bartholomew give to Bamba, right corner. Now Angel, right block, shot up, drew the foul and one.
He's so fundamental. Gets position in the post, hard drop step to the right, and just finishes over contact.
Fields, the foul against him, and that's his fourth.
Brandon Angel's efficient as a basketball player.
$16:01 to go. Ducks in front, 45-27.
Supreme Cook back in, looking to build on that nice little first half.
Angel at the line. Good. Brandon Angel, a good foul shooter in his career. 81%, and he's at 91% on the season early in his Duck career. 46-27, Oregon in front. Left wing down. Now to Rigsby Jr. Passes to his brother. Rigsby, right corner, bounce pass, left block, tries to go to work. Kick out from Bellamy. Now with 7 to shoot, resetting around the perimeter. Rigsby taking it toward the bucket. Spins, fades away, no good from the left side. Rebound grab by Dowd, threw it off a Duck. Oregon takes possession the other way. Bamba runs, tried to go in for a huge dunk. Foul called. Oh, he wanted that one. Would have been a highlight reel play.
Just a little in and out by TJ Bamba, and it looks like he's going to lay it in. Then all of a sudden he just goes to try to dunk on the entire Troy defense. He's an exciting player to watch, Joey.
Bellamy, the foul. Media timeout with 15:25 to go. Ducks 46, Trojans 27 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Yeah, add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Before watching the big game in the arena next to strangers turned into cheering for the home team with new friends, someone had to bring aloha. Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co. St. Louis, Missouri. 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab Tires offers free pre-trip safety checks of your brakes, battery, alignment, suspension, and steering. Stop by anytime or schedule your appointment online at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952. Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson, Ducks 46, Troy 27, outscoring the Trojans 8-4 in the second half.
Oregon's defense has been the best of the season so far. The two brothers, Marcus and Miles Rigsby, really the only two being able to score 7 and 6 respectively. Kind of a cool story there. Marcus and Miles being able to play together. As a former college coach, I love recruiting younger siblings because they got beat up a lot and they're tough.
That's true. That's true. I can confirm as a younger sibling myself.
But how special to be able to play with your brother in college.
Yeah, you talk about chemistry, knowing what you want to do. I mean, those are two guys that probably won a lot of 2-on-2 pickup games in their day, right?
And this is a good Troy basketball team that was right in the game with Arkansas, and Oregon's really handled them, but I think it's been through that defensive intensity, and TJ Bamba looking to finish off back end of the 2-shot foul here.
Hit the first. Now 10 points for Bamba in the game. Second free throw. Good. 48-27. This is Oregon's largest lead.
Oregon in the press.
And Bamba deflects it. Rigsby Jr. able to keep it. Ducks want to keep the pressure on with 1 second to spare. The Trojans get it across. Now ball to the left block under the basket. And a whistle. Supreme Cook there defending Bellamy. It looks like it'll go against Cook.
And they barely got that across. The Trojans barely got that across the half-court line before that 10-second violation in the backcourt.
Now they'll inbound from the baseline with 20 on the shot clock.
Oregon in a 2-3 zone, baseline out.
Into Rigsby, and he just steps toward the basket and dunks it home. Looked like a miscommunication there.
Yeah, they just lost him in the zone. Turnover in the backcourt by Bartholomew.
Yeah, and then a lay-in good from Sang. Ducks got a little bit lazy on the inbound against the Troy press. So suddenly it's 48-31 after Oregon's largest lead of the contest.
Don't want to get complacent here. Finish out this ball game the right way.
Bamba with it for the Ducks. Down the left side, stops left elbow, kick out. Angel fakes a three down the right side. Angel touch off the backboard. Good.
Great simple play there. A little shot fake, one dribble, finish off the glass.
10 points for Angel. 50-31 Ducks. 14:22 remaining. Campbell runs point. Passes it to Bellamy. Now up top, Rigsby. Dribbles. Surveying the defense. Tries to attack Angel. Gets to the right block. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass to a cutter. And underhand take no good. Offensive putback good from Sang. It was Connerway who didn't get it to go the first time on the cut to the hoop. Sang cleaned it up, and it's 50-33 Ducks in front.
And Oregon doesn't want to trade baskets to finish out this game. They need to keep on extending that lead. Execute on the offensive end.
Keyshawn Bartholomew, right wing. Now Angel to Tracy up top. Swing to the left, Bamba. Bamba inside to Angel. Double team in the post, and he's fouled.
The Trojans have doubled every time Oregon's third in the post.
Foul on Gerald Bellamy. His second. Trojans with 5 fouls in the second half, 13:37 left to play at MKA. Baseline out of bounds. Bamba to the left block. Cook strong up toward the basket, draws a foul.
Just a strong, aggressive move by Supreme Cook, who looks like he could play defensive end in the NFL. Going to add to that defensive presence. Great rebounder.
6'9", 230-pound senior making his season debut for the Ducks. Was a little banged up. First free throw attempt. Bounces in there. In his career, a 61% foul shooter.
And Cook looks and plays like he's been there before. Love to see that confidence from an experienced transfer.
This is his 124th career game. Cook hits. Biddle in for him. 52-33 Oregon. A much better performance for the Ducks here this afternoon.
Ducks have 5 defenders in the backcourt pressing.
Campbell trying to break it. Ducks back off. Campbell does cross the timeline. Tracy defending. Campbell to the right wing. Pass to the top. Bellamy launches. Misses the triple. Evans rebounds for the Ducks. Passes it to Tracy ahead to Shellstad. Now to Barthélemy. To Biddle. Lost the ball. Rigsby the other way for Troy. And now he loses the ball and the Ducks steal it. Tracy thrown ahead. Shellstad. Evans laying it. First bucket for KJ Evans, and it's 54-33 Ducks.
Ducks so dangerous in transition, especially with Jackson Shellstad with the ball.
Valdez defended by Tracy. Pass to Bellamy, now left wing Campbell. Help from a screen. Passes to the screener, deflected by the Ducks. Tracy the other way. Ducks to Shellstad now. Right wing. Troy gets back. Ducks set the half-court offense. Barthélemy to the left wing. Dribbling, gets by a defender, passes it to the right corner. Evans catch and shoot. No. Biddle tips the rebound to himself in the middle of the lane. Hook, 2 points. 56-33 Oregon.
Nice offensive rebound by Biddle. Kind of pounded that dribble a little too hard, but was able to catch and finish at the rim.
Sang for Troy. Now to the top, Valdez. He's the shooter. Fakes, passes, gets it back, bounce pass under the bucket. Evans called for a foul as he swatted the ball away from Bellamy, cutting to the basket. That'll be the third on Evans. 11:49 to play. Ducks 56, Troy 33. Oregon on a 6-0 run the last minute 45. Ducks have hit 4 of their last 5 field goals, and they're holding Troy to a scoring drought of now 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I think they heard you. Don't want to trade baskets. Keep extending the lead. Ducks are doing that. Oregon 56, Trojans 33. Back to Matthew Knight Arena on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Tabitha Lehman. Tabitha goes above and beyond in supporting our community, contributing to music in the park, Rotary events, the skate park, schools, and more. Her dedication and efforts enrich the lives of many and bring our community closer together. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Tabitha Lehman.
It's another great fall Saturday in Oregon. Friends, family, and football. Let's keep it great by making a game plan for getting everyone home safely. If you're drinking, take a quick time out and pass the keys to someone who's not. By designating a responsible driver, you'll make sure the whole team gets to keep playing. Because no day like this should end with a tragic loss for any family. Let's be in it to win it by saving lives together. Drive sober. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT. When you stay healthy, you can play to win. Optum Oregon is here to keep Duck fans in championship form. They offer affordable, quality care that's easy to access. Their lineup includes primary, specialty, and immediate care, plus innovative virtual care options when you're short on time. It's everything you need to feel your best. Optum is here for Duck fans and for Oregon. Learn more at OptumWinningPlay.com. That's OPTUM winningplay.com.
In Oregon. Oh, I left my heart in Oregon. Yeah, I left my heart in Oregon.
Oregon 56, Troy 33. Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. Duck basketball sponsored by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. Ducks are extending the lead.
Yeah, they need to finish off this game with 11:49 here in the second half. Their defensive intensity has been great. No easy buckets on the offensive end for Troy. You like to see the balanced scoring, very typical for a Coach Altman team where they're sharing the basketball. You know, Nate Biddle, who's been so consistent, 8 rebounds, 8 points. Jackson Shellstad, who's worth the price of admission, in my opinion, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Inbound for Troy. Wide open three from the right corner. Off the mark by Miles Rigsby. Offensive rebound. Now Campbell, another chance. He misses a triple from the left wing, and the Ducks deflected out of bounds. Third life for Troy on this possession.
They do a nice job hitting the offensive glass. You have to box them out. Oregon in a 2-3 zone. Last time they did this, they kind of gave up an easy baseline jumper, got a talk on defense.
Campbell inbound. Now ball up top for Valdez. Troy passes it to KJ Evans. Somehow the Trojans come away with it. Cutting toward the basket. Kick out right corner three. Good. Campbell drilled it. He's got 6 points. Just the third three for Troy in 21 attempts against some Trojan pressure. Inbound to Jamari Phillips. Now Evans ahead to Shellstad, crossing midcourt. 56-36, Ducks lead. Bartholomew. Now Evans. Around the perimeter. Pass to Biddle. Now Bartholomew right wing. Going toward the bucket. Bartholomew pulls up and misses a mid-range jumper from the left side of the key.
Looked like he might have got hit on the wrist.
20-point lead for the Ducks. Oregon deflects by Evans. Inbound toward the bucket. Evans runs the floor and lays it in with a foul. Jamari Phillips, great effort on the Evans deflection, and then Phillips passed it ahead to Evans. I said inbound, I meant entry pass to the key, and the Ducks took advantage, forced a turnover, ran the floor, laid it in, and won.
That was a great pass by Phillips, number 24. KJ got a hand on the ball, took off running, leaking out, and, Phillips found him. Great finish for the versatile big man, KJ Evans, at the line.
Ducks 58, and it'll stay 58-36 as the free throw is short from KJ Evans. First miss of the day for the Ducks at the line. Dribbling right wing, down. Over toward Connerwell. Going toward the bucket. Gets underneath the basket, and he drug his foot. He traveled.
Yeah, one more step, he'll be home for lunch.
Evans inbound to Shellstad. Oregon leading 58-36. Now ahead to Evans. To the left block. Turns around with a right hook. No. Rebound kicked out by Biddle to Evans. Now Phillips, right corner. Misses the three, too strong. Offensive rebound. Evans for 2. He's got 6 points, and it's 60-36 Ducks.
Coach Altman yelling his staple, simple plays from the sideline, wanting Oregon to finish out this game the right way.
Left side of the floor, Dowd. Now Campbell, and then to the left corner, Carrington Keel. And it's deflected out by the Ducks on a bounce pass toward the left corner.
You just
11
want,
seconds to shoot.
You want consistency, up 10, down 10. You want that same defensive mentality and execution on the offense.
Mookie Cook coming in for the Ducks. Keyshawn Bartholomew out. 60-36, Ducks lead. Inbound from the corner to Connerway. Passes it, gets it right back, drives down the right side, misses high off the glass. A lot of contact and a whistle.
Yeah, it looked like Mookie Cook just kind of came over and he didn't foul him on the initial shot, but he kind of crashed into his body there. Oh, was it on Phillips?
It was on Phillips, and I think it might have been on the rebound.
Gotcha.
I think Phillips bumped him on the rebound. First foul on Phillips. The third on the Ducks. Inbound for Troy to the right wing. Dowd handles it. Gives it to Rigsby Jr. Attacks in the middle of the paint. Tough underhand take and finish. 60-38 now. He's got 10 points. The first Troy player in double figures. And I've actually got him at 9. Correction. Left wing Evans, and he traveled. Turnover for the Ducks. That's the 12th Oregon turnover. .906 to play. Oregon shooting 48%. Troy 30% from the floor. Bounce pass to the left corner. Keel. And an offensive foul called. It's an illegal screen away from the ball. Fields fouls out at the 8:52 mark here in the second half.
They have called a lot of moving screens today.
Have.
That's maybe the fourth of the game. Jackson doing a good job running off all those ball screens.
Shellstad for the Ducks. Now Biddle up top. Hand off to Phillips. A lot of contact away from the ball. Evans got tripped up with Connerway. And the foul's on Evans.
Another
That's
moving screen.
Yeah, that's the fourth on him. I honestly didn't see it. I didn't see what he did. Yeah, so the fourth on Evans. And the fourth on the Ducks.
And every preseason, the officials have an emphasis, and I think that's one of the things that they're going to take a hard look at. With the game playing so fast and so many ball screens, they want to make sure those big guys are feet are set.
With 8:40 to play, 60-38 Ducks. Rigsby Jr., left wing, bounce pass to the corner. Keel, left side, throws it to the left wing. Dowd fakes, dribbles, picks it up near the left elbow, ball into the post. Dunk attempt by Bellamy. No, rejected by the rim, and it ends up out of bounds. Oregon ball.
And all night long, Nathan Biddle has been a great rim protector.
Yeah, he bothered that one, didn't he?
Just enough.
Ducks are outscoring the Trojans 22-15 in the second half. Bamba, left wing, lobs it to Biddle. Touch for two. He wanted to alley-oop slam it. Didn't quite time the jump right, but corralled the ball, gathered himself, scored it.
That was just a nice gather and catch.
62-38 Ducks. Keel tries to go inside, loses the ball, deflected by the Ducks. Stolen. Bamba ahead to Mookie Cook. Bounce pass. Angel has it stolen himself. Troy the other way. Biddle bothers Connerway, but he lays it in for two at 62-40. Ducks still up big. Shellstad throws it to Biddle. Right corner. Misses the three. Short rebound by Connerway. Troy throws it ahead. Bamba deflects it out of bounds, sending us to a media timeout. 7:22 left. Ducks 62. Troy 40. 24-17. Oregon outscoring the Trojans in the second half. Finishing up the second half when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk, eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
If you know your party's extension, press or say 1. To leave a message in our company mailbox, press or say 2. Spoiler alert, it will be full.
Representative.
Would you speak to your mother in that tone?
Speak to a real human being.
You shouldn't need to shout into the void to get your health insurance questions answered.
Pacific Source Health Plans. This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees.
Before halftime, beers turned into a tough nail biter, and before cheering for opposing teams turned into unexpected friendships, someone had to bring the six-pack of Kona Big Wave. Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri. 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Dear Autumn Leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Shout a little bit louder now. 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 Shout a little bit louder now.
Duck basketball brought to you by our friends at Pizza Hut. Check out pizzahut.com for great deals. No one out pizza is the Hut. And by Pacific Source Health Plans. With health plans for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles, Pacific Source does what's right, not just what's required. Ducks 62, visiting Trojans 40. Ducks have held them to 31% shooting, 14% from three, 3 of 21. Three-point defense, I think, has been a plus today.
Oregon able to switch 1 through 4, sometimes 1 through 5 with their versatility and athleticism. Coach Altman with 7:22 left here in the second half, wanting them to finish out the game the right way, keep on extending this lead, don't hunt shots, just play within the offense, play good defense, and just build on what has been maybe the most complete game so far, Joey.
+6 rebounding. Only category that I think is a black eye. The Ducks are losing second chance points 16-12.
And some of that's just been from some unorthodox rushed and long threes, long rebounds.
You miss 18 threes, there's a lot of rebound potential.
Yeah.
Ducks have 16 assists in the game on 23 made baskets. Troy ball, 7:17 to play. From the left wing, Miles Rigsby going baseline with the drive, and he pushed off an offensive foul. The 9th against Troy, the 2nd on Miles Rigsby.
Brandon Angel giving up a few inches, and one of the quickest players in the country, and Rigsby able to stay in front of him and bother him enough that he had to push off just to get a little clearance to the basket.
Miles Rigsby averaging 11 points per game so far this season. The freshman of the year in the Sun Belt last season. Bamba left wing, passes to the right elbow. Biddle catches and gives it back to Bamba around the perimeter. Right wing. Now he attacks toward the basket, tied up, puts up a shot, scores anyway.
Tough finish for TJ Bamba. Got the defender in the air. Just a little floater over an extended Trojan defender.
From the right block, it's 64-40. Rigsby Jr. now swinging it to the left. Connerway for Troy. Dribbles near the free throw line. To the right wing, Rigsby. Moves it toward the left. A handoff to his brother, who passes to Dowd, cutting to the rim, lays it in. 64-42 Ducks. Barthélemy with it for Oregon. Left wing, Angel. Give it to Barthélemy. Left elbow. Gives it inside to Biddle. Right block, strong take, left-hand finish. He's gotten a lot better, I think, around the basket. Just such touch and control, and can use both hands to finish at 66-42 Ducks.
And a great find by Barthélemy. Probably had a shot in the lane, just dumped it down. A little bit better shot.
A whistle at the other end. Troy with Connerway on offense. Picks up a foul against Angel. That's his first. And the 5th against the Ducks with 5:43 to play. Trojan inbound from the baseline. Marcus Rigsby Jr. tried to go to his brother, cutting to the basket. Ducks deflected it. They got it back, though. The Trojans did. Leads to a 3. Rigsby no good. And the Ducks get the rebound this time. 66-42 Ducks, 5.5 to go. Bamba to Bartholomew. Wide open right wing. No good. Rebound Troy looking to run. Rigsby Jr. bounce pass. Rigsby slams it in transition.
And he is an athlete way above the rim.
66-44 now. Bartholomew breaks a little pressure to Angel. Quickly touch pass to Bamba. Deflected. And it goes out of bounds right in front of us. And who made the play? But Coach Altman on the sideline.
He's always got his hands ready.
Saved my iPad. 5:04 to go. Bartholomew. Give to Angel. Hand off Bamba. Left wing. Dribbles to the top. 11 to shoot. Down the right side. Bamba fakes. Gets a man in the air. Misses a lay-in that he'd like back. Angel couldn't get the offensive rebound. Connerway gets the rebound. The other direction. Few passes. Bounce pass. Left corner. 3. Short for Rigsby. And it goes out of bounds off the top of the backboard. As good as Rigsby's been on the season, he has yet to hit a 3. He's 0 of 9 from downtown this year.
He's definitely an explosive driver that you have to gap, showing off his athleticism. To go back a couple offensive possessions for Oregon, I think that was the first shot that Bartholomew has missed in a good little while.
Yeah,
he's been on a hot streak the last few games for Oregon.
4 of 6 overall and 3 of 4 from 3 now.
Having another nice game. A luxury for Oregon and Dana Altman to have off the bench, probably a starter in most programs.
66-44. Mookie Cook's in the game. He inbounds to Bartholomew. Bartholomew races across. Give to Cook. Now to the left wing, Tracy. Ball above his head. Tracy hands to Jamari Phillips. Tried to dribble into the lane and stolen. Other way, another dunk in transition for Miles Rigsby. Connerway knocked it loose. Rigsby finished it. 20-point lead now for the Ducks, 66-46. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the second half. Bartholomew to Supreme Cook. He goes toward the hole, draws contact, lays it in with the left hand. Free throw coming, 68-46 Ducks.
Supreme Cook is as strong as a basketball player as you're going to see. Takes one dribble. I think some of the Trojan defenders just didn't want any part of that and got out of the way. He got hit really hard and was able to finish with his offhand.
Yeah. Troy pulling out Dowd and Valdez.
Joey, Supreme Cook's had himself a nice little first game here for Oregon.
Bounces a free throw in to complete the three-point play. 11 points for Supreme Cook in his debut. 69-46 Oregon, 4 minutes to play. Rigsby Jr. and a foul called against the Ducks around the perimeter on Jamari Phillips. That leads to a media timeout with 3:56 to go. Ducks 69, Troy 46 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Deep in the woods.
Right wing three. It's good!
This is Duck basketball from Learfield.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was going to have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Jump around was cool and all. Ducks sure took advantage of it. As Coach Altman said, it was like Pavlov's dog. Or excuse me, Coach Lanning said it was like Pavlov's dog last night. But I mean, just then there's this. 3:56 to go. Ducks 69 and the Trojans 46. Duck basketball brought to you by Slocum Center. 58 years as the Ducks' official team doctor is back in action. Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. Oregon trying to finish this contest strong and move to 4-0. Connerway down the left side against the Duck defense. Kicks it back out. Sang for three. In and out. Rebound, Jamari Phillips. Good to see that from the freshman. Physical on the rebound. Now trying to run up the floor. Gets toward the bucket. Throws it to Tracy. Gets the ball back. Right corner. Hits the three. Good sequence for Jamari Phillips.
Rebound, outlet, sprinting up the floor. Making a corner three. Smile on his face.
72-46 Ducks. Sang another top of the key three off a pass. He misses this one. Phillips another rebound. Outlet pass to Tracy. Tracy to the right wing. Setting the half-court offense to Barthélemy. Barthélemy gets into the middle of the lane and a whistle. It will go against Sang. That's the second on Sang, and the Ducks are in the double bonus. Barthélemy to the line. 3:03 to go.
Jamari Phillips is a great athlete, way above the rim, both those rebounds.
Free throw good from Barthélemy. James Cooper checking in for Supreme Cook. Keyshawn Barthélemy, the leading scorer for the Ducks. Hits the free throw. 74-46. Oregon leading. Jamari Phillips pokes the ball loose from behind Miles Rigsby, who's bringing it up the floor for the Trojans.
He is fast, isn't he?
He is.
He covers some ground quickly out there on the court.
6'3", 185, and long strides. Under 3 to go. Inbound to Rigsby. Help from a screen, dribbles to the right wing. Tries to get toward the bucket, attacking Mookie Cook, and he completes the play, and one coming. First foul on Cook. 74-48. Ducks leading. Barthélemy, the leading scorer with 15. He's one of 5 Ducks in double figures today.
And number 4, Miles Rigsby, has had a decent night. You know, hasn't had a lot of success from the three-point line, but showing his craftiness, little crossover dribble and getting to the lane and finishing.
First free throw good.
He's a nice player.
Wonder if he'll be at Troy after this year.
Going to be tough to hold on to a guy that's that talented
Bartholomew, after the free throw, it's 74-49. He passes it to Cook. Now Tracy swinging to the left. Jamari Phillips driving. Draws the contact at the left block against Miles Rigsby. He'll go to the line for a pair.
Great ball movement there from Oregon. Ball was on the right side. Swing, and then a hard drive by Phillips.
And he had positioning.
It was just a nice, simple play. And you like to see Oregon finishing the game the right way with about 2:30 left here in the second half.
Ducks have outscored the Trojans by 10 in the second half. Looks like Carrington Keel's going to come in for Troy. That was the fifth foul against Miles Rigsby, so he's done after a 15-point performance, 6 of 12 shooting, and a couple of rebounds as well. Freshman of the year in the Sun Belt last season, figures to be one of the better players in that conference this year. Jamari Phillips too strong on the first free throw.
And as a fan, you love to see the home Oregon Ducks team sharing the basketball with 17 assists, playing unselfishly and playing for one another out here.
Free throw good. He splits them. 75-49. And Jamari Phillips, a little bit too aggressive. Fouled the ball handler Connerway. The entire basketball court away from the hoop.
And that's just growing pains for a freshman who's excited to be out on the floor. He's got a ton of energy, huge upside.
Third foul on Phillips. Leads to a 1-and-1 here for Connerway.
Play through a few mistakes early in his basketball career here at Oregon.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good from Connerway. He's got 5 points. And he has not had an efficient day. 2 of 13 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3.
And I think he's still limping from that hit that he took early in the first half where he had trouble getting up. But he's played tough, playing through injury.
So 75-51 after the free throws. Yeah, like I said, knees are scary.
It's nice to see him out on the floor, but I don't think that he's quite at 100% here.
Inbound for the Ducks against some Trojan pressure. They break it quickly. Jamari Phillips took the ball, but then had it stolen by Connerway near the left wing for the Ducks offensively. Connerway now stepping toward the basket, passes it to Sang. He gets a man in the air, completes the play, draws a foul at 75-53, and a free throw coming for Sang.
These are big minutes for some of the bench players coming in, wanting to prove themselves, wanting to maybe move up a little bit, get more minutes. You want to play the right way. Just make simple plays, play for one another, not have any let off, close out the game the right way.
Foul was against Mookie Cook, his second, and the free throw is good from Sang. Dowd coming back in for Troy. 75-54. Ducks in front with 2:22 to play.
Trojans in a press.
Ducks inbound to Bartholomew. Bartholomew, the most experienced guy on the floor for the Ducks, along with Tracy, Mookie Cook, James Cooper, and Jamari Phillips. Pass goes to Jamari Phillips, driving baseline. Good bounce pass to Tracy, left corner. Extra pass to the top. Mookie Cook toward the hole, and Cook's foul. Took it down the left side of the lane. Double clutch in the air. Drew contact. He goes to the line for 2.
And I like that play from Cook. He didn't settle for the 3. Shot fake, take a couple dribbles, draw contact, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in a little bit. It's hard to sit on the bench for an entire game and come in and play hard and get in rhythm.
Mookie Cook, free throw, good. His first point here today. That was a 4th foul on Dowd. Already 2 Troy players have fouled out. Cook hits them both. Cook makes it 77-54. Right wing. Handling it is Rigsby Jr. Passes it off to Keel. Zip under the basket. And a lay-in good from Dowd on the cut.
What a left-handed pass find underneath there.
77-56 Oregon. Under 2 to go. Bartholomew to Phillips. Right wing. Phillips to Cook up top. Cook to Tracy. Bam, down the left side. Teardrop 2. 79-56. Oregon leading with 1:29 to go. Coach Altman will take a timeout, and I believe that's the first called timeout of the second half, so it will go full. Ducks have hit 3 straight with 1:29 to go. Oregon also 5 of its last 7. They're up over 50% shooting now.
Really
Pretty
shot
impressive.
it well from the free throw line. 17 of 19 from the charity stripe. And taking it to the basket, not really settling for as many quick threes in that half-court offense. Getting a little bit better rhythm offensively tonight.
Quick timeout for us. 79-56 Ducks on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, mighty Oregon fans, get ready to make some noise with the McDonald's Game Day Bundle all season long, exclusively in the McDonald's app. Score big for your whole squad with the Cheeseburger Pack, featuring 2 classic cheeseburgers, 20-piece chicken McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy golden medium fries you love, all for just $14.99. How's that for a W? Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle.
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild. There's dancing, binge watching, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Before watching the big game in the arena next to strangers turned into cheering for the home team with new friends, someone had to bring Aloha. Kona Big Wave, bring the Aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri, 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Come on now, come on now.
Ducks leading 79-56, where Oregon basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Both teams making some substitutions out of this timeout. So Mookie Cook, James Cooper, Drew Carter, Jason Williams-Johnson, and Luke Johnson all in for the Ducks as Oregon gets some minutes for guys that work really hard in practice. I mean, this is part of the practice group that allows you to go 5-on-5 for an extended period of time, and it's cool that they get to play in front of the fans here at Matthew Knight.
And there's a lot of really good basketball players, just because they're not on the floor for one of the best teams in the country for the Oregon Ducks every night. I mean, they, could be playing in a lot of different places, but you're right. They give up their bodies day in and day out. Nice to see them get an opportunity on the floor here.
James Cooper now a senior. Luke Johnson, a freshman out of Portland, 6'8", 210. Jason Williams-Johnson from New Jersey, 6'3", 185. Drew Carter also from Portland, 6'3", 195. He's got a heck of a story as a 2-sport star in his own right in high school. And a foul called as we got back in action. Jason Williams-Johnson whistled for one with 1:23 to go. The Ducks lead 79-56. And it sends the Trojans to the free throw line for a pair. Connerway, the shooter.
4 players from Oregon on the Ducks roster. Nice to see them putting up the fences, the recruiting trail in Oregon.
Free throw good, 79-57 now. Next free throw is no good. Rebound grabbed by Troy. Dowd trapped. The Ducks out of that trap force a turnover. Oregon brings it up. Drew Carter running point. 1:10 to go. Carter passes to his right. Williams-Johnson. He picks up the dribble. Bounces it toward the left side. Now Cook hits the triple. Mookie Cook for 3. Left corner.
Got a nice smooth shot there, stepping into the three with confidence. Just looking to build on the way he's been playing early in the preseason.
5 points for Mookie, 82-57 Ducks. Troy ball, left wing, Campbell. Dribbling up top, back to the left wing. Bounces it to Dowd. Dowd down the right side in the middle of the lane. He beat a defender and laid it in with the left hand. 82-59. 8 points for Dowd. Ducks.
That's the sixth moving screen that these refs have called tonight. You talk about the point of emphasis.
An offensive foul call takes the possession away from the Ducks. And now 28.5 seconds to go. Oregon 82 and Troy 59. Ducks would have had to put up another shot if they didn't want to take a turnover there. And it would have been cool to see one of those guys that worked so hard try to get a bucket. Speaking of which, Gabe Reichel's in attendance tonight. He's sitting behind the Oregon bench. I remember when the pit crew would be chanting for Gabe to hit a shot late in the game.
It's always nice to see that. Well, after 2 games, basketball and then football, it's nice that Oregon fans get to take a little bit of a sigh of relief, watch this game.
Campbell dribbling baseline. He teardrops it in from the right side. 82-61. And the Ducks can dribble it out. Williams-Johnson will dribble it out near midcourt. Ducks move to 4-0. Final score, 82-61. The Ducks take care of business against the Trojans of Troy. A much better performance for Oregon here this afternoon. I think Dana Altman will be feeling much better. Still things to work on, but you're 4-0. Post-game show coming up. Ducks win 82-61 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Your home for Oregon hoops. This is Duck Basketball from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Oregon Basketball Postgame Show. Scores, highlights, and the full game recap are all right here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Back to courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Along with Luke Jackson and John Lundquist, our statistician,